welcome back once again. It is the PerformX podcast studio. I am here in the studio with an industry leader who has made the mark in the fintech world and across the globe. I am here with Somto Ifezue. He is the Chief Executive Officer at PiggyVest. Hello, Somto. Welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you too. How are you feeling? I mean, your session was power packed. That was nice. That was great. All right, we're just gonna dive into the questions. It's gonna be conversational. From my research, because I did a research on PiggyVest, and I found out that you were recognized by Brandcom Awards as the most outstanding wealth tech company of the year this year.
Yeah.
And still this year, you are also featured on CNBC's list of the world's top fintech company.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this recognition, it's inherent that you've been making bold moves in PiggyVest, right? But I want us to just do a little bit of flashback, right? What was that bold initial idea that you had about the marketplace, that you saw like a prediction and it was proven to be correct? What's that bold initial idea?
Yeah, I think the main thing or the main insight was that people were willing to pay. Right? Young people were willing to pay to save money. Right. And these are people that had bank accounts, these are people that had ATM cards. And I think the moment we realized that people were willing to pay to save money, it meant that there was something there. It's not like we even knew why exactly. Like we all knew we needed to save, but we never know necessarily why. So as time went on, we started seeing the reasons why. Right. So 2 years after, we realized that young people cannot afford to buy the things that they need even for work, like laptops, expensive laptops, or let's say proper laptops, place to stay without saving.
Yes.
So saving is not even something that is optional in this part of the world, right? You must save to actually buy what you need, right? To go to the next level. In other countries, you can get credits, so you don't necessarily need to save. But in Nigeria, you pay for your house, your rent upfront. So that means if you just got a job and they're paying you 500K,
Right.
and your rent is already 4 million, your first month, you have to find 4 million just to move in to the house, right? So, but your mates in other countries can pay monthly, right? So that means they can get the 4 million naira job and paying, for example, 1 million naira rent, right? But you have to save, you have to be squatting somewhere, doing whatever you need to do to get this amount of money, right, to start. So saving is you can't do without it here, right? You have to save. Yeah.
Right.
So
All right. Thank you for answering. I think what caught my attention was people were willing to pay. I never knew that.
you went to what?
People are willing to pay. People are willing
People
to
are willing
pay.
to pay. So is that bad, right? So yeah, it's that bad. Is that bad? Like you have to, if you think about it, some people before Piggy started, like people would now if it's payments in different ways. So for example, someone doing an ajo and let's say you're 12 doing ajo and it's every month. What's the last person, for instance, is saving and they're not getting any interest. And you know the worst part? They are paying the ajo person some part of their money.
Yeah.
That means they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not getting any interest, but they're even paying the ajo person a cut
to help save. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have a choice, like, yeah.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. My second question is this. What given the standard PiggyVest have in the Nigerian market and globally, what are the top KPIs that distinguishes PiggyVest from other competitors and helps to move ahead of the traditional financial services?
So I think we optimize for everybody's wealth increasing, right? So we're not optimizing for, let's say, transaction volume or withdrawals, or like it's about, okay, this year the average user, do they have more money on average every year? Because it's meant to increase. right?
Mm.
So if yes, we have young users, they're meant to have more and more cash sitting saved in their
Yes.
accounts every year as they get older.
Mm.
So that's what we track, right? So we just track
Okay.
what's the growth of everyone's money on average,
Okay.
right? And thank God now that our naira is stable, so at least that growth actually is real growth, right?
Yeah.
So a 20% growth is 20% growth, even in dollars, even in pounds, like it's actually now real.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's what we track.
Wow. Okay, great. That is beautiful. My last question before you leave, and it's the same question I've been asking every other industrial leaders that come on the show. Um, let's say there is a time capsule of some sort, and you could perhaps go back in time. What is that one step or one decision that you feel like if you had taken, you would have made the difference, right? I mean, given the position where PiggyVest is, one of the top, no doubt, but you just feel like if there was this certain decision or step that you would have taken, it could have fast tracked the lengthy process as at that time.
If I could go back in time, I would have started business banking for young people earlier. So we're launching this year, for instance, PiggyVest business. I
Oh,
would have
great.
started it like 3 years before, right? Because what we now say is that people were using PiggyVest to warehouse their business money and it's mixed up with their personal money.
Mm,
And if you want credit facility from a bank or anywhere for
yes.
your business, you have to bring out your business bank statement. And
Mm,
if you've been receiving money personally into your account,
mm,
you don't have anything in your bank statement. But you're doing well business wise, but that business does not have its own money, right? So
yes.
because we're trying to help everyone manage their finances, business, because we're a creative, population, right?
Mm,
We're mostly entrepreneurs. We're
mm,
selling something one thing or the other, right? So
yeah.
um starting the business banking side would have helped start, to separate people's personal money from their business so that they can actually grow their business. Because to grow your business, you need
Mm,
debts, you need credits.
yes. Just
And
put that
if we somehow
separation.
taught that separation early, I
Right.
wish you did it earlier. Right? Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And thankfully,
Yeah.
you're
You will
bringing up
start. Yeah. It's
initiative,
never too
you
late.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And
So,
again, because of the
yeah.
tax thing, I think
Okay.
it's even the best time to also do it. Right. So the new
Right.
tax, laws and stuff like that, the enforcement. So people have to be more conscious about if you receive 1 million naira into your account as a business money, you're going to be paid for that.
Yes.
You look at it as
Yes.
yeah. So you have to be able to separate your business money now from and we have like a tool to help you actually manage your business money. It's not
Mm,
necessarily just a banking product.
yeah.
It is like, put money aside for salary, for rent, for growth, for things. And you can see it all in one, go and you can actually get interest on your money, your business, which is very important. Yeah.
Very great. I mean, PiggyVest, like I said earlier, you're
Mm.
taking over really. You're taking over
Thank
the
you.
industry, and it's a good work. Congratulations to
Thank
you.
you.
Right. So thank you so much for your response. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your insights. And I hope you have a good one ahead.
Thank you. Thank you
Great.
so much
Thank
for
you.
having me.